Lectures, wildfires, and more. INLC starts now. Hi, I'm Mandie Ramirez. Last week, LC hosted a number of lectures. One of the lectures included Pulleyface Farms' Joel Salatin. His lecture was called Everything I Want to Do is Illegal. The lecture was sponsored by the LC Science Gang, and we stopped by for a quick look.
Gray water doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, you can almost drink dishwater. If you don't like mine soap, you can about drink dishwater. There's absolutely nothing wrong with gray water. It can just go out on the ground. Not according to the health people, it has to go into a septic system. So now you have the cost of a nice composting toilet of $3,000 plus the septic system of $10,000, and to get it to perk, instead of going on the side of the hill where we wanted it to go, you had to go right down next to a stream, because that's the only place that they say has the dirt color that will perk. I said, well, my goodness, is this where all this is going? He said, the health guy said, yeah, all the drain fields, the sewage fields are all going right down next to the river. Oh, that's really reasonable. So we're out here, we're processing these chickens in this outdoor processing facility. Nice sanitizing sun coming in, birds singing, cats eating some lungs we drop on the floor. And the food police come in and rate us and say, that's illegal, you can't do that. You need walls. You need inspection certificates. So we sent some of our chickens up to a lab, along with some Tyson birds from Kroger's. They had a nice, U.S. stamp on them. And had them cultured for bacteria. Now, you chemists in the room, forgive the layman's terms of this, but what they do, they culture this and they measure it in colony-forming units per milliliter. There's a little 2 up here. I don't know what all that means. But anyway, it's CFU per mil is the way you say it. All right? To the second permutation. The federal inspected USDA certified chlorine bathed Tyson chickens averaged 3,600 CFU per mil. Ours averaged 133. In case you're trying to do that math in your head, that's 25 times cleaner. Now, when the head federal person and the head of Virginia Food Safety Inspection Service were sitting in our living room telling us that we were illegal and they had to shut us down, I showed them this lab report, and they looked at it. Now, wouldn't you think that if you really wanted clean food, if you were really interested in clean food, wouldn't you think when you saw this report, when you saw one processing model technique producing 3,600 CFU of bacteria per milliliter, and this one producing 133 CFU of bacteria per milliliter, which one would you choose? Wouldn't you think that they would have said, whoa, wow, we don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, this, stop the processing statewide. This is going to be the model we use because it's 25 times cleaner. I mean, wouldn't you think they'd say that? Yeah.
Saturday evening, there was a wildfire in Campbell County. It happened on Liberty Mountain and burned about 1 acre of mountain before being contained. Parts of Candler's Mountain Road are being blocked off, and a cause has not yet been released. With our Egypt news, let's get caught up on INLC's own with INLC's own Becca Loftus.
The most recent update on Egypt is that their president, Hosni Mubarak, has resigned. This comes after the president's 30-year ruling filled with corruption and unhappiness from the Egyptian people. The Egyptian people began protesting almost a month ago, asking for Mubarak's resignation. Upon Mubarak's announcement, cheering and chants filled the streets of Cairo. Muhammad El-Barid, an opposition leader and favorite to take over after Mubarak, hailed the moment as being the greatest day of my life, in comments to the Associated Press news agency. Currently, Egypt is being run by the Supreme Council of the Armed Forces.
Thanks, Becca.
Now from the LC Storm Center, here is forecaster Brian Bano.
This week, some cooler weather will move into our area. Monday, our highs were in the 70s, but Tuesday will be back down in the 50s. At the time of taping, shows a lot of moisture up to our north in the D.C., Maryland area, and this actually will be creating accumulating snowfall tonight before pushing off the east coast. We will look for to be in the warm side of this storm Monday night. Do note, however, that this warm front overnight Monday will begin to slide southward, thusly dropping temperatures for the remainder of the week. Elsewhere, fairly quiet across the country. The next rain system comes for Friday, currently over Seattle, and that will give us a chance for some thunderstorms, and this will hopefully put a dent in the drought that we have seen over the area. So for the 7-day forecast, with the exception of Friday, the week looks seasonable and clear. Weekend is also looking sunny, highs around 60, maybe a shower by next Monday. Mandy?
And now, let's get caught up on some sports with Sports Director Justin Pryputin.
What's up, LC? Justin Pryputin here with your weekly update in the world of sports. The men's basketball team took on Virginia Wesleyan University Wednesday, February 16th, and lost 60-52. LC had a 1-point lead with less than 3 minutes left in the game, but it wasn't enough to stop the Marlins. Nate Campbell led the game with 23 points and a team-high 9 rebounds. The team then took on Randolph College Saturday, February 19th, and lost 71-61. Nate Campbell led the team with 15 points and 7 rebounds. The team hosts Washington and Lee Tuesday, February 22nd, for the play-in round of the ODAC tournament. The women's basketball team took on Washington and Lee Friday, February 18th, for LC's senior and pink zone game, with all proceeds going for breast cancer research. LC lost by the score of 72-60. Katie Crump led the team with 20 points, and the lone senior, Courtney Brewer, added 18 points with a game-high 13 rebounds. The team now goes on to face Randolph-Macon in the first round of the ODAC tournament, Thursday, February 24th. The LC softball team opened their season with a doubleheader win against Meredith College Saturday. Taylor Walker hit a grand slam to help blast the team to a 12-3 victory in Game 1, with Katie Bruce pitching all 6 innings, giving up 7 hits and striking out 6. The Lady Hornets won Game 2 5-1 with Caitlin Dolby pitching 4 2/3 innings and Tiffany Merrill pitching 2 1/3 innings of scoreless relief to earn the save. The men's lacrosse team lost in their season opener to number 1 ranked Salisbury University 13-5. The Hornets trailed 8-4 at halftime and were unable to make a comeback. Ben Sorrow scored twice, with Derek Sweet, Eddie Billingness, and Dylan Hoff each adding 1 goal. Other news and notes: Blake Griffin won the NBA dunk contest, Stephen Curry won the skills contest, and James Jones won the 3-point contest. That's it for me. I'm Justin Pryputin, and back to you, Mandy.
Thanks, Justin. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, I'm Mandy. See you next week, LC.